Hey, everybody. My name is David Robles, and I am one of Streaming Rainbow's GMs, and I'm here to answer some questions for y'all. When did you start playing D&D? I started playing D&D in spring of 2018 after I got a DUI. What is your favorite class to play? This is really tough, and it's either between wizards and sorcerers. Favorite race to play? Ooh, oh, man. I really like Asimar. I think it's the race I've played the most. I love the damage resistance. I love in the new Toshas how they get a fly speed pretty early. And then the Celestial Revelations are just so cool, and there's so much flavor and cool things you could do with the different versions of the Celestial Revelations. Fallen Angel, Lawful Good, Lawful Neutral, etc. Like it's just so many cool RP. Displacer Beasts or Blink Dogs for a pet. I'm a dog guy. I have cats. I got two. There's four in the house. We have two. But I love dogs, and I think a Blink Dog is infinitely cuter and would probably be less of a legal liability. Feel like Displacer Beasts look pretty fucking mean to me. So, no thanks. Spellcasters or martial? Always spellcasters. Actually, both. Why not both, right? Hexblade Warlock, Blade Singing Wizard, Paladins, love a Paladin. Rangers, been really, really getting into Rangers. Want to have a cool build I want to play soon. So yeah, I think martial spellcasters who can either buff or field control are my favorites. Heavy RP or combat supremacy. So again, why not both? I like combat that moves along the storyline. I don't want to spend 2 hours fighting 20 goblins, taking 5 minutes a turn because one person's on their phone, and we have two spellcasters who are looking through their like spell list forever, and nobody really cares because it's like, oh, you were sleeping and a goblin horde came and attacked you. Like that's to me is not my version of fun. But if you can hook me into the storyline and incorporate your combat flawlessly and with purpose that moves along plot developments and even has moments for character growth, like that's the ideal situation, right? So I think that is the best option for sure. But if I had to pick one as a player, I probably like combat. But or sorry, as a player, I probably like RP. Because I'm a drama boy, little messy bitch. And but as a DM, I really have some cool ideas that I want to run for combat wise, some new little rule tweaks and introductions, and some that are not tweaks, they're just outright changes that I think would be really cool. What celebrity that doesn't play D&D would you want to GM a game for? I feel like because the internet is endless, I know almost every celebrity that plays D&D. Endlessly invasive, at least. So, oh yeah, really, not a super original answer, but Pedro Pascal would be cool. I feel like he's got a lot of range. He could be funny and dramatic and silly and cool. So I think he'd be cool. I think he'd be cool. He's on my like personal good guys list. What historical figure would you want to GM for? It's pretty recent history, but I feel like she's a pretty saucy lady. I think Betty White would be hilarious at a table. I like that. I like Betty White. Round out the dream table with 2 more players from the extended online TTRPG space. Okay, if Emily Axford started a cult, I would immediately join. Not a religion, like even if I knew it was a scam, I'd still be in. I would love to play with her one day. I think that she is truly like the ideal player in terms of like what I want to accomplish at the table, or like what I like want to get out of it. In the ability to maximize combat efficiency, exploration, utility, etc., without sacrificing a single beat, without sacrificing a single bit of optimization, or sorry, without sacrificing a single beat or a single bit of RP and character development, and the ability to, and her characters have such emotional depth, and they grow so much and they change so much. It's so cool. And they're just fucking badasses. So I really like her. And the second would probably be Jasmine Bular. I really like her. I think they're great. I really like them as a GM. I haven't seen too much of their gameplay, but I from what I've seen, I really liked it, and I would really like to see them more at the table. Who or what are your 3 biggest artistic inspirations? So I think this question is really interesting, and it's a big and broad question. And we can be inspired by anything, right? Obviously. But I really love Jean-Michel Basquiat and everything he brought to the table in terms of upsetting a medium in a way that felt new and fresh. And he never really lost his original voice when the fame came. So I've always loved his art. Um, as far as what an artist is supposed to accomplish, I think Kendrick Lamar is one of the most influential and impactful culturally, and I think eventually historically, one of the most impactful artists of our generation and of all time. I really love pretty much everything he's done, and the way that he's grown over the years has been phenomenal to watch, and see and be a part of. Um, and then someone like Pierce Brown is doing something with the Red Rising series, and now his second book series, that's the name is escaping me, that I think is phenomenal. And as a writer, he's the person whose success I would most want to emulate. Comedy or drama? Comedy can do most of what drama can have, the peak moments that drama can do without stop being a comedy, but a drama can't do the funniest moments of a comedy without stop being a drama. Does that make sense? That makes sense. The Office or Friends? Neither. Post me up in front of Parks and Rec. Let's go. Nope. 2024. Beatles or Stones? Rolling Stones. Give me shelter. Does political commentary belong in TTRPGs, or should it be purely for escapism? ¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah, I think that art is inherently political. So if you are doing something in like we are, as a form of art, as a form of something you want to evoke emotional response, there is going to be an element of political. And at my table, there will always be a political element and political overtones. So if that's not for you, skip my seasons. You can get tickets to one mega tour this year, Beyonce or Taylor Swift. Beehive, all the way. Sorry, I love Taylor Swift too, but Beyonce. Would you rather fight one man-sized pigeon or 40 pigeon-sized men? I think for the novelty and because bird bones are hollow, I'm going to square up against this pigeon-sized man-sized pigeon. Yeah, man-sized pigeon. I think it's going to be tough to avoid real damage from the beak, but I think a good leg sweep. If I could just break its leg at the beginning, it's over. Game over. Would you take $1 million up front right now, no taxes, or $500 a day for the rest of your life? I am going to live forever, so $500 a day for the rest of my life. 100%. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? I don't know. I've been given so much advice because I've fucked up so much in life that all the different advices are now piling up in my brain and creating a logjam. I'll give out some good ones though. At the end of the day, it's people that matter most. So do what you can for people, and everything else will fall into place. Don't buy drinks for people at bars unless they're already your friends. Always fight a ticket because most of the time cops won't show up to the courthouse. That's a good one. That's a really good one. What is the one thing you want viewers of Streaming Rainbow to know? We're really passionate about this. We're a really diverse group of people. So whatever you're looking for in a TTRPG space, we are probably going to have to offer at some point. So even if you maybe don't watch religiously, keep tabs, and there's probably going to be a campaign soon that'll fit to your needs. So we hope you love it. Thanks for watching. See you soon.